If things are going wrong with your life, it's bad enough. If you get depressed, you're only multiplying the problem. For this, the activists have been… You also? You also? Okay. Okay, I'll explain that. I very much understand. I'm closely associated with various people who are in the profession, and there are many people, because every day I'm meeting thousands of people, not everybody is perfectly sane, a lot of them go off, they need doctors' help, everything. It's not we're discounting that. But if you do not bring the fundamental responsibility in every human being that their physical and mental health is their business, if you do not bring this from an early age, you will see a lot more people will go off. Don't think everybody is pathologically ill, no. Those who are pathologically ill, without medication for periods of time, they may not be able to come out at all. Some of them will never come out, that is also there, that's a different matter. But we are talking about all the fringe kind of madness, which all of us have. Something goes wrong, I can also drive myself into depression. I can also drive myself into depression. Something that I want doesn't happen. Everybody capable of driving themselves into depression, isn't it so? Is it possible or not?
So what you're saying is depression is not a choice? I mean, is that what you're saying? You think depression is a choice?
Please understand, there are some who are pathologically ill. It gets them in spite of themselves. But many of them push themselves into it. Suppose you get very angry, what is the expression you use? I'm mad at you. So consciously, willingly you're getting mad because you get some results in the society. If you keep trying it, because the line between sanity and insanity is so thin, if you push, one day you will cross. There are many people in the world who need not be ill, both physically and mentally, not just mental illness I'm talking. Both physically and mentally, they need not be ill. See, right now, for last 50 years, some millions of cardiac surgeries have been done. Today surgeons are clearly telling you, if you go off red meat, you eat the right food, if you exercise, you will not come for the surgery table. Is that against your cardiology? Why is psychology such an insecure profession?
Absolutely not. There is a certain diagnostic criteria for… So, I might be sad, I might be extremely sad, but that does not mean that I am depressed. I am entitled to my sadness.
See, please, who doesn't know this? Do I look so simplistic that I don't understand somebody is sad and somebody is depressed? But is it possible that many people push themselves into depressive states at certain times in their life, and the same people also came out in a determined way? Is it there? Thousands of them? Is it there or no? Yes. Many of them. So, if I say it is open, everybody need not end up with chemicals, maybe it's against a particular profession, but we're talking for humanity.
Right. Thank you, Sadhguru. Although I don't think Anjali is fully convinced on the answer's tangent. Questions?
How do you get fully convinced or not convinced on a fact? If it's your opinion, you can be convinced or not convinced. Is it a fact that many of you, I'm saying most of you are young, you've not seen much life, but even in this little life that you have seen, there were moments when you crossed your sadness and became depressed for a few days. Has it happened to you? And most of you have come out of it without anybody's help, or maybe with a friend or somebody who mentored you a little bit, have you? These are facts, these are not opinions.
You are lucky. Give a pat on your back. When everything appears superficial, then your vision has broadened, your eyes are open. Just look at your own life. Say if it's 80 years, suppose you live on this planet for 80 years, 40 years is gone by in sleep only. And the rest, maybe 10 years is gone by in the bathrooms and toilets. 10 years in eating, having food, snacks and all that. And some years in traffic jam, maybe 8. Life is running very fast. You wake up and see it's all like a dream. Is it right now, this very moment? Just see, all that you did in your life till this very moment, is it more than a dream? Is it more than a memory? Does it exist now? No. It's all a dream. So like a dream. This could be dream, and this is a dream actually. After this, you're going to go have dinner and do other things and knock on the pillow and get knocked down for next 6 hours or so. Then next morning again, same routine, brushing the teeth and taking bath, and life moves on, and it's going very fast. Till the grave, it is also like a dream. Don't think this is another 20, 30 years is very far away. How this 30, 40 years you have, it's gone like the snap of a finger. Next 10, 15, 20 years, 30 years will just run. And we're not even conscious of it. So when we wake up and see the whole life up, it looks like a dream. And if we feel that, if you are realizing this, I tell you, you are one of the luckiest person. There are very few such lucky people on the planet who can see life from a broader vision, from a broader perspective. That gives rise to what we call the vivek, or the wisdom, discrimination from inside of you. Then you know what is important, what is not important. Unimportant things will not bother you then. All these petty things will not bother you. Otherwise, our botherations are very petty. Isn't it? What? What do you say? We are not bothered about the whole planet. We are not bothered about what's happening in Venezuela or what is happening in the North Pole, why the global warming is happening so fast. We're not bothered about the big issues. Our botherations are very tiny. But when your eyes open, then you think about the bigger challenges and you'll start looking at the world as a field for you to work. The world as a play field, in fact. And you'll see, okay, let me do what best I can do to make things better, give a better planet for the coming generation. That sense of responsibility with wisdom will dawn in you. We are going to move away. Let's leave this planet a better place for the next generation. And such goal will keep you away from getting depressed. Or when you find life is meaningless, a sense of emptiness comes within you and then you get depressed. In UK, they have started a ministry called Loneliness Ministry. It says 18% of the population in United Kingdom suffering from loneliness and depression. 40% of the planet is mentally depressed. This year, World Economic Forum, they have said depression is a big cause, mental health of the planet. I was telling to them this 20 years ago, in 2001, when I went to Davos, I said this. I'm glad at least after 18 years, they're taking that up as an issue. We have to take care of the mental health of the planet. This, the business community is realizing. That's a welcome note. We have been talking about 38 years. Mental health, mental health. Art of Living was chairing the mental health committee of the United Nations. But only discussions happened, no work happened. People thought, okay, this is mental health, because doctors said. They included spirituality as part, spiritual health also. Physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual health. On the definition of health, United Nations had included this topic. But now is the time to act on this. So such a big steps you can take when you find, your personal petty worries are not bothering you. See, when a small pick of dust, when it enters your eyes, it blurs the vision of the vast space. Right? Isn't it? You are looking at the vast space. When in small dust is good enough to obscure your vision of infinity. In the same way, uh, you have hordes of wealth inside of you, so much wisdom, but the petty things in the mind obscures all that. It blocks all that.